Good morning, Bulldogs. I'm Carla Perez.
And I'm Hallie Schwarzkopf.
And welcome to your BNN News Show.
This week, we'll be showing you more on
Band Invitational,
Mill Race Marathon,
the Physics Boat Race,
the Trike Race,
Tennis Sectionals,
North vs. East Volleyball,
and HEMA Club. Over the weekend, the band went to an invitational at Floyd Central. Members of the band sat down to talk about their win.
Band Invitational was this past week. BNN sat down with Destiny Binfield, Kaylee Murray, and Jack Johnson.
I felt really impressed because we were so flexible with our schedule because we're usually an outdoor activity and we had to move inside.
It was a little different from last year. Most of the time when we go to competitions like that, we're usually performing outside on that school or stadium's particular football field. But since it was raining that day, we had to do it inside in the school's main basketball gym.
I really enjoyed performing. I love performing. It really gives you a lot of energy, especially whenever the crowd reacts really well with your show. And just the fact that I get to do it and be free.
I love performing. It's so exciting and fun, and every performance is different and you can do so many different things, like try new things in the way you feel about how you're performing.
Yes, I had a really fun experience performing, but since I'm in band, I always enjoy performing, no matter what the competition is.
This is Nick Holt reporting for BNN.
The annual Mill Race Marathon took place over the weekend. 2 members of the student body spoke of their experience in the race.
BNN sat down with Grace Willey about her experiences running the Mill Race Marathon.
My time for the Mill Race Marathon was 2:11. No, it was my first time running it. I run in my Hokas. I would say there's a water station every 3 miles. Running the marathon was a good experience. I thought the atmosphere was very fun and there were many people encouraging you along the way.
This is Dimitri Bailey reporting from BNN.
The physics boat races were postponed until today. 2 racers revealed how they got ready for the race.
The physics boat races are happening Friday, September 28th. BNN sat down with juniors Jalen Reardon and Nicolette Gunther to see how they are preparing for the race.
I prepared for the boat race by obviously making my boat and meeting with my partner a lot of times throughout the weeks.
Me and my partner basically worked at home and we cut out the cardboard and that was it. It was super easy.
My boat has 2 triangles on the end and we made it superhero themed. So we have different symbols on the side of the boat of different superheroes.
It's a Diet Coke theme, Diet Coke case, and because we didn't want to have to do anything hard with it and make it a hard theme, and so that was super easy to do, and it was just gray duct tape. And it's a triangle and then like a rectangle, the part of it.
I hope I do well, but I want the extra credits.
How do I think we'll do? I think we'll do good. I think we'll definitely float, and then for the extra credit race, I hope that we win.
I learned how to do the duct tape designs on the boat, and I learned how to do calculations and math for making sure I'll float.
I learned about the buoyancy and the force of water on the boat to help it float, and then just how when it floats, it's the mass that displaces it.
This is Julie Egan reporting for BNN.
Trike races took place last week during 7th and 8th period on Friday. A couple of student assembly members delved deeper into the outcome of the races.
BNN sat down with trike race winner Noah Kessler and Key Club member Emily Herndon to talk about the trike race.
My team name was 3.5 Men. We named our team 3.5 Men because there were 3 seniors and 1 small little freshman on our team. Our team consisted of me, Jackson Kerber, Will Holiday, Reese Harmon. We wore jerseys. We used the small trikes. We placed first in our heat and overall. We won a $25 gift card to Target. The most challenging part about the race was the exchanges.
I helped during Miracle Minute. And Miracle Minute, we go around during halftime of the trike race and we try to collect as much change as possible to donate to Riley Hospital. I love the commentary, mostly.
This is Matt Reeman reporting for BNN.
The tennis sectionals took place on Wednesday at North Tennis Courts. A few players discussed the results and how they are preparing for regionals.
Sat with tennis players about the tennis sectionals.
We have a very good chance of winning tomorrow based on our players because we have some really good players, and I think we're going to go out there and get the W. For this, by challenge matches, by playing each other because we're pretty good competition to play against each other, and I think we're going to prepare ourselves pretty good based on all the matches we played this season. Second sectionals, last year I was a freshman on the team and we got the second. And we won.
We're just going to do what we normally do. We're going to go out there, run a few laps, stretch, warm up, and then we're ready for the match. Tomorrow will be our first sectionals match, and sectional finals is on Friday.
This is Corbin Armstrong reporting for BNN.
The North versus East volleyball game was earlier this week. Two players spoke about how they prepared for the game early in the week.
BNN sat down with sophomore Maddie Roop and senior Sophie McKinney to learn more about the North versus East volleyball game this week and how they have been preparing for this matchup.
We have prepared for the Northeast game because we've been practicing really hard since the start of this month, and also we've been scouting them from the start of our season so we can see what their players' tendencies are and what they hit. Our season's been going pretty good. We've had some ups and downs, but I think every game that we do, even if we win or lose, we just keep improving each time and knowing what else to work on.
Our season's been going pretty good so far. We just won against Bedford last night.
So this year we have a lot of talent, and there's 6 seniors, so all of us are just prepared and ready, and that's senior night, so there's gonna be so much energy and enthusiasm, so I think it's gonna be a really good game.
I think we will do well against East. I think we should all, freshmen, JV, and varsity.
Some of our team's strength would be that we each have a specific role that we have to play. So we have really strong hitters and we have tall people in the front row. We have really good passers, so we just all mesh really well together and play together.
The Northeast game takes place on September 27th, and freshmen start at 5, and then JV and varsity follow.
This is Kyle Carlson reporting for BNN.
HEMA Club is a club devoted to historical European martial arts. The leader of HEMA spoke more about the club.
BNN sat down with Grant Jackson to discuss HEMA Club.
HEMA is an acronym. It stands for Historical European Martial Arts. So in HEMA Club, what we do is we look at historical manuals for fighting techniques. I started HEMA Club because I like swords. And I was looking for an activity which really realistically simulates sword fight. I wanted to have kind of an official organization of my own, and this was how that came to be. We use a variety of different training tools to simulate different historical weapons. So we have wooden weapons, we have plastic, high-impact plastic cord weapons with foam around them, and I also have lacrosse stick swords. We use protective equipment. So officially, HEMA Club at school meets every other Wednesday or Thursday. If you want to join HEMA, my phone number is 812-344-2666. I would definitely welcome more members to HEMA Club. Don't be afraid because it's swords and you're getting things swung at you. Our primary concern in HEMA Club is safety. I will always try to teach them to the best of my ability and use the safest equipment for whatever their level of technique is.
This is Jacob Norton reporting for BNN.
And that's it for today, Bulldogs. I'm Carla Perez.
And I'm Hallie Schwarzkopf.
Have a great weekend.
BNN is a proud partner of CNHS Media at Columbus North in Columbus, Indiana. All music is provided by American Music Company.